This is not a meditation about loving your body. I'm tired of those. I think somewhere inside you are too. And that, perhaps, is why you are here. At this hour, with the lights low, with the screen face down somewhere just out of reach, with a body that did not do what you asked it to do today. So, before anything else, let your shoulders come down, just half an inch. There. You can feel that, can't you? That small, ordinary kindness. Your body has been waiting for it. This is for the people whose bodies have actually betrayed them, whose bodies did not show up, whose bodies broke the deal. If that is you, stay. Don't go anywhere. I'm not going to ask you to thank your legs for carrying you today. I'm not going to tell you your body is a temple. I want to tell you about something older, stranger, truer than any of that. And the way I'm going to tell you is slowly, because there's no hurry tonight. Nothing is required of you, not even staying awake. If you drift, you drift. The words will find you anyway. They have a habit of doing that. I want to tell you about 3 people in Scripture whose bodies did not work and what God did not do for them. Just listen. Before I tell you who they are, I want to name something I think you've been carrying. Because I think most of the meditations you've tried do not name it. They circle it. They use words like wellness and journey and trust. And you nod along the way you've been nodding along for years now. Because what else is there to do? But the actual thing in your chest, the actual thing that wakes you up at 3 a.m, has not been said out loud yet. So let me try. A long time ago, and you will not remember when, because nobody remembers when this happened, you made a deal with your body. You were small. You were a child. You watched the adults around you have bodies that worked, and you assumed, the way children assume, that yours would too. And the deal was simple. You would feed it, you would rest it, you would not abuse it, and in exchange, it would carry you. It would do the things that bodies do. It would let you climb stairs and pick up children and sleep through the night and walk through a supermarket without thinking about it. It would be quiet. That was the deal. And then one day, your body broke the deal. Maybe slowly, over years. Pain that crept in and did not leave. An organ that stopped behaving. A nerve that started signaling things you'd not asked it to signal. Maybe in a single afternoon. A diagnosis, a car, a fall, a scan that came back wrong. Maybe in a way nobody else can see. A private war you fight inside skin that looks fine to everyone else. It does not matter how. The deal broke. And every day since you've been negotiating, hour by hour, breath by breath, with something you used to trust without thinking. I want you to hear me. That is grief. It deserves the word. You are grieving the body you were supposed to have, the one you assumed, the one in the back of your mind that, even now, still does what the bodies in the films do. You've lost a version of yourself, and most of the people in your life do not understand that they need to hold a funeral for it. So I'm holding it tonight, quietly, here with you, while you breathe, while you let the day go. There is nowhere else that you need to be. There is a story in Genesis. It is old, and most of the people who tell it wrong. A man named Jacob, alone at night by a river, and someone comes to wrestle with him. They wrestle until dawn. The man cannot beat Jacob, so the man touches Jacob's hip, and the socket comes out of joint, and Jacob walks with a limp for the rest of his life. Before the man leaves, he gives Jacob a new name. He calls him Israel. Now, here is what people miss. And I want you to let this in slowly. I want you to let it settle in the way that the deepest truths always settle. Gradually and gently until you realize you've known them all along. Jacob does not get healed. He wrestles a being he later realizes was God. He wins, in some sense. He wins a blessing. He wins a name. He wins a nation, eventually that will carry his name forever. And he walks away from that night injured, and he stays injured. The blessing does not undo the limp. The limp does not undo the blessing. They live in the same body, in the same man for the rest of his life. The limp was not the punishment. The limp was the proof. The limp was the proof of the encounter. The limp was how everyone who saw him knew that he had been somewhere, knew that he had met something, knew he had walked away with a new name. But now I want you to do something simple. I want you to let yourself wander just for a moment, just for the length of one slow breath, whether your body has met something. Your body has been somewhere. Your body has wrestled with a thing that most bodies will never have to wrestle with. And it's still here. It's still you. The thing that you carry, the thing that does not work, the thing that hurts, the thing that betrayed you. What if it is not your punishment? What if it's your proof? What if your body has been somewhere your friends' bodies have never been? What if you wrestled a thing in the dark by a river, and the limp is how we knew you came back? In the Gospel of John, there's a man who's been blind since birth. The disciples ask Jesus a question. They ask, whose fault is this? Did this man sin? Did his parents sin? Why was he born this way? Listen to that question. Listen to how old it is. 2,000 years old. And it sounds exactly like the questions you've asked yourself in the bathroom at 4 a.m. What did I do? What did my mother do? What did I eat? What did I think? What did I not pray for? What did I deserve? Well, Jesus answers. He says, neither. Neither this man nor his parents. The body was not a verdict. Your body is not a verdict. Your body is not the receipt for a sin you forgot you committed. Your body is not your mother's mistake or your father's drinking or the thing you did at 15 that you still feel guilty about. The disciples were sure it had to be one of those things, and the disciples were wrong. And then Jesus says something stranger. He says the man was born this way so that the works of God might be displayed in him. That sentence has been used cruelly. People have used it to tell suffering people that their suffering is for something, that they should be grateful, that they should perform their pain for an audience. It's not what I think it means. The Greek there can also be read as a redirect, as Jesus turning to his disciples and saying, "You are looking at this man and asking what is wrong with him. I am looking at this man and asking what God will do here." The disciples saw a problem to diagnose. Jesus saw a person to meet. And there's a difference between those two postures that you've felt for years now. Every time you walked into a doctor's office, every time someone tilted their head at you, every time the person at the dinner party asked the question that was really a diagnosis dressed as concern. You know the difference. Your body knows the difference. Your nervous system has been cataloguing the difference for as long as it has been at war. I do not know what your body is for. I do not know what God is doing in it. I am suspicious of anyone who claims they do. But I know, and I want you to let this in your own time, that your body is not the punchline to a moral equation. Your body is the place where you live, and the one who made the place is not standing outside of it, asking whose fault it is. He's inside it with you, right now. The third one is Paul. He had something, we don't know what. He calls it a thorn in the flesh. People have argued for 2,000 years about what it was. An eye disease, epilepsy, migraines, chronic pain, we do not know. What we know is that he asked God 3 times to take it away. 3 times, and God said no. The most influential apostle in the history of the church, the man who wrote half the New Testament, he asked God 3 times to heal him, and God said no. You're not failing at faith because your body has not been healed. I need to say it slowly because this is the lie that has hurt the most people listening to this voice tonight. There are entire books and entire ministries and entire YouTube channels built on the implication that if you just believed harder, if you just prayed better, if you just confessed the right verse over your body, the body would obey. Paul wrote those letters. And Paul did not get healed. What he got instead was a sentence that has carried the church for 2,000 years. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. I want to translate that for you into the language of your kitchen, of your bedroom, of the bathroom floor where you sat last week and didn't tell anyone. It doesn't mean that your suffering has a beautiful purpose, so cheer up. It means I am not going anywhere. I am not leaving the room because your body is broken. I am not embarrassed by you. I am not less interested in you because you cannot do what the other bodies can do. The thing you have been told disqualifies you is the exact place I am closest to you. The thorn did not leave. The thorn was the door. So here's what I want to leave with you tonight. Not advice, not affirmation, a blessing. And as I speak it, you can let your eyes close if they have not already. You can let your body do whatever it is going to do. You do not have to perform anything for this part. If your body did not work today, if your body has not worked for years, if your body looks fine on the outside and has been at war on the inside, if your body cannot do what it used to do, if your body never did what it was supposed to do, if you cannot walk, if you can walk but every step hurts, if you can walk but you used to dance and now you cannot, if you can do all of those things but there is something else, something you've not told anyone, something only you and the dark and God know about, I bless you tonight. I bless the body that betrayed you, and I bless you for staying in it. I bless the limp and I bless the night by the river that gave it to you. I bless the thing that did not get healed. I bless the door. You are not failing. You are not faithless. You are not the punchline of a moral equation. You are a person in a body. And the one who made you is not waiting on the other side of healing to love you. He is in here with you tonight, in the room with the screen face down, in the body that hurts, in the silence that finally said the thing out loud. You can rest now. You can rest now. Before I let you go, I want to leave you with one last small thing. Some lines I wrote for you while I was thinking about everything I've just said. You do not have to listen to them carefully. You can let them wash over you. You can let them find the part of you that needed them, the way water finds the lowest part of the ground. Close your eyes if they're not already closed. And just breathe. You wrestled with the dark beside a stream and walked away with something less than whole. The limp you carry is not what it seemed. It is the body's witness to your soul. You asked 3 times, the thorn refused to leave. You did not fail, the thorn was not your sin. Grace stayed inside the place you came to grieve. The door you waited for was opening within. They said your body proved you must have sinned. The blind man's parents heard that lie before. You are no verdict written on the wind. The one who made you knocks upon your door. So rest, beloved one. The fight was real. The river knows your face, the morning too. The God who made the body still can feel. The body he came down to live in.